Pisces, this is your December 2025 horoscope for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All month long, life keeps nudging you to look closely at three very human things: the way you live in your body and your home, the way you share your life with your partner, the way money and resources move between you and the world. Everything else that happens is woven through those three threads, even when it shows up wearing a different costume. You are one of the signs that feels the end of the year more than most. The collective emotions, the quiet grief, the small miracles, all the unspoken things hanging in the air. This December, you are not just feeling everyone else. You are also being asked to notice yourself with much more clarity than usual. Where you are tired, where you are hungry for change, where you are softer than you admit and stronger than you realize. Let us start with home and health, because that is the ground under everything. For much of this year, you have been absorbing a lot. Energy from work, family stories, news cycles, everyone else's moods. Some of that is your gift. You can sense what others cannot name. You can see the emotional weather moving in long before it hits. At the same time, your body has limits. December brings those limits into view in ways you cannot keep ignoring. You might notice that certain parts of your home feel like they belong to you, and certain parts feel like you disappeared there. A kitchen that carries everyone's preferences except your own. A shared living area that reflects your partner's tastes more strongly. A bedroom that holds too many old versions of you in the form of clothes, objects, or gifts that no longer match who you are. Your nervous system picks up on all of this. This month, there is a quiet invitation to reclaim your space, not by starting a war over furniture or color palettes, but by letting your presence be visible again. One corner that is clearly yours with books, scents, fabrics, small things that speak to you. One wall that reflects images or art that belong to your current life. One drawer where you remove anything that reminds you of obligations instead of joy. Tiny acts of claiming add up. They signal to your subconscious that you are not just visiting your own home. Your body sends its own messages. Pisces can float above physical signals for long stretches, then suddenly crash. In December, that pattern becomes more obvious. You may find that when you override your need for rest, you feel foggy or scattered faster than usual. When you skip meals or grab whatever's nearby, your mood dips or spikes. When you stay in environments that are loud or tense, you leave feeling wrung out instead of simply tired. Rather than judging yourself, treat these reactions as honest information. You are not fragile, you are sensitive. There is a difference. Sensitivity tells the truth about what is too much. This month, you are being asked to build a lifestyle that respects that truth instead of constantly pushing past it. That might mean keeping slightly clearer sleep routines, even during a busy season. Planning food and water like actual priorities, not afterthoughts between tasks. Saying yes to quieter evenings when your calendar tends to fill with noise. There may also be literal changes around home. Conversations about moving, renovating, changing rooms, or shifting who lives where. For some Pisces, this shows up as tension between the home you have and the home you dream about, countryside versus city, close to family versus far enough away to breathe, minimal space versus room for guests or creative work. December does not require you to make all the moves now. It asks you to stop pretending that the mismatch does not matter. Now we turn to love and relationship, which for you is never separate from everything else. You merge deeply. You sense subtle shifts in your partner long before they speak. This is beautiful and also exhausting when you are the one doing most of the emotional tracking. December highlights the actual structure of your partnership, not just the feelings, the scaffolding. Daily life together is a major focus. Who backs whom up when someone is overwhelmed? Who remembers dates and details? Who notices when the other is not okay without needing it spelled out? You might see with new eyes how much of the emotional housekeeping you do. Checking in, soothing, anticipating, explaining, covering for others when they drop the ball. Some of that is love, some of it is an old survival strategy, This month offers moments where you can experiment with a different stance. When you feel yourself automatically stepping in to manage the atmosphere, pause. Let the silence expand a little before you fix it. Give your partner the chance to notice the tension and respond. If they ask what is wrong, practice telling the truth in simple words. I am exhausted. I feel lonely. I need help with this. You do not need a speech. You need your reality in the room. There can be honest conversations about shared roles too. Maybe you are the one who holds the long-term vision while your partner deals with immediate tasks. Maybe you manage all the invisible care around birthdays, holidays, family traditions, and they handle logistics. Maybe one of you has carried more financial pressure and the other more emotional pressure. December is a good time to name this openly, not as a complaint, but as an inventory. When you both see the full picture, the path to rebalancing becomes clearer. You may also find that your heart wants a different kind of closeness now. Less rescue, more reciprocity, less guessing, and more clear language. Pisces has a heroic side that rarely gets talked about. You will swim into deep waters for people you love. You will sit with them in their darkest hours. The question this month is, who is willing to enter your depths when the roles reverse? You might learn that some people cannot go there. That does not mean they are cruel. It means you need a wider circle or different expectations. Money and finances are the third big area, and they are very personal for you right now. Pisces can have a fluid relationship with money. Sometimes it streams in. Sometimes it seems to vanish through hidden cracks. Sometimes you give more than you can spare because you cannot bear to say no. The universe in December is not shaming you for any of this. It is simply turning the lights on a little brighter so you can see what is actually happening. Early in the month, there may be expenses that remind you of your responsibilities. Home repairs, health costs, bills from earlier in the year, commitments made when you were more optimistic about time and energy. You might feel a wave of discouragement as you add it all up. That feeling is understandable. Let it move through you, and then move to the next step. Clarity. And then when you put everything on paper or in a simple document, the fear often shrinks. You can see patterns. Maybe you notice that a few recurring charges are eating more than you thought. Maybe you realize how often you pick up the bill in shared spaces. Maybe you see that your generosity is beautiful and also needs some structure. December supports practical moves like canceling what you do not use, consolidating debt, if that makes sense, and having straightforward money talks with your partner. Those conversations can feel vulnerable. You might be afraid of being seen as irresponsible or of triggering someone else's money anxiety. The sky this month favors gentle honesty. You can say things like, I want us to be on the same page, and I feel stressed when I do not know where we actually stand. It is not about naming a villain. It is about building a shared map. At the same time, there is potential for growth in how you earn. Creative work, spiritual or healing services, hospitality, care work, art, communication, and behind-the-scenes roles are all highlighted areas for Pisces energy. You may feel the beginning of a new idea around work, something that uses your sensitivity as an asset rather than a liability. December is a good time to sketch that idea, brainstorm steps, or discuss it with someone who believes in you. You do not have to launch. You do have to admit that you want more alignment between what you do to make money and who you are. On a deeper level, this month is about your relationship with worth. Not worth as in ego. Worth as in the basic feeling that your needs and comfort matter equally in any shared arrangement. When you have grown up giving a lot, it can feel almost wrong to ask life to give back. You may unconsciously expect to be the one who adapts, the one who forgives, the one who makes do. December quietly questions that script. What if the universe is not more pleased with you when you suffer? What if it responds more clearly when you behave as if you deserve to be cared for too? Spiritually and psychologically, you are in a season where your intuition is loud, but your boundaries are learning to catch up. You may have more dreams, more synchronicities, more odd little signs that seem meaningful, songs, numbers, animal encounters, lines from books that land too accurately. Pay attention. but also ground. Ask the simple questions. Did I eat? Did I drink water? Did I move my body? Did I write that down? Or am I expecting my mind to hold everything? You might be tempted to escape into fantasy when life feels heavy. Extra scrolling, extra shows, extra psychic readings, extra planning of a future that exists mostly in your imagination. A little of that can be soothing. Too much, and you wake up feeling further away from yourself. December invites you to use your imagination differently. Instead of losing yourself there, use it to rehearse boundaries and changes. Picture yourself saying no and surviving the reaction. Picture yourself receiving support without apologizing. Picture your home quietly rearranged around who you are now. Let those images sink in. Here is a micro move that captures December for you. Think of one place in your shared life where the lines are blurry. It might be who pays for what, who handles certain family members, who drops everything for a crisis, who gets to decide how a room is used. Choose one small boundary that would make that area feel kinder to you. Not a grand announcement, a simple shift. Maybe you agree with your partner that certain expenses are discussed before they are made. Maybe you decide that one evening a week is protected as a low-noise night at home. Maybe you let a message sit unread for a few hours instead of responding the moment your phone buzzes. Then actually try it once. Notice how your body responds. As the year winds down, there may be a set of memories that keep replaying. Moments from earlier in 2025 when you ignored your instincts. Times when you felt invisible. Times when you did something brave that nobody else noticed. Let those come up and then look at them with the eyes you have now. You can see the pattern much more clearly than you could in the middle of it. You can see where you abandoned yourself and where you stayed true. You can bless the version of you who did their best with the information they had. Like when you look into 2026 from this point, the picture is not fixed. It is responsive. The choices you make this month around home, love, and money ripple forward. If you build a little more structure under your sensitivity, the coming year can be one of quieter confidence. A home that feels more like a cocoon than a storage locker for emotions. A relationship where you are not always the emotional sponge. A financial life that supports your creativity instead of constantly distracting you from it. For now, keep it simple and kind. One change in your home that clearly says, "I live here." One honest sentence to your partner that you have not spoken before. One money decision that respects both your present needs and your future self. When you have the energy, listen to the readings for your moon, rising, and Venus placements too, because they will show you other angles of the same sky. And whenever you want tools that can hold you while you explore all this, you are always welcome at mysticbolt.com, where tarot spreads, astrology tools, and other spiritual apps are there for you to use in your own rhythm. Until our next reading, Pisces, remember this. Your sensitivity is not what makes life hard. The gap between your sensitivity and your boundaries is. This December, you are closing that gap, one small, brave, very human choice at a time.